Yo, yo, what's good people? It's your boy NB, man. Your favorite rapper, singer, songwriter, and actor, man. You know I had to go live for this special day. I know a lot of people do their things a little different. Some people graduated yesterday. Some people graduate today. Some people graduate next week. But as a whole, I just want to give a very special shout out to the whole class of 2023. Trust me, I remember like it was yesterday, man, me walking across that stage and seeing my mom and my dad being so proud of the accomplishments of going to school for 12 years. You know what I'm saying? And not giving up on, you know, things that was going on in your head. You know, teenagers, we can be hell, especially young teenagers. We can be hell. And shout out to all the strong parents out there, man, that push their children strong to complete that goal in their life. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, as a young child, as a young teenager, you know, around 16, 17, 18, the first goal to accomplish is to definitely graduate, you know what I'm saying, high school. And with that accolade, that puts you in a mindset of being able to do anything and accomplish anything. Because once you accomplish that, getting done with all the bullshit teachers that you know you don't like, and they don't like you, but you had to tone it down so you can go ahead and walk across that stage. Shout out to you. That shows self-discipline. When you get into this real world class of 2023, a lot of that discipline is going to have to be showed in the real life. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to all the parents again who made sure that they installed in their children to go ahead and complete this big task. The first task that you will ever have to happen in your life. This is the first. Graduating high school is the first task. And now, ushering in this new task that you have to do, whether that be going into the workforce, which some of you, majority of you will, go into the workforce and have to understand other tasks, or even going to college. You know what I'm saying? But either way, wherever you decide, young people, wherever your destination is, make sure you do it to the best of your abilities, because either way it goes, you will be successful at it. If you're on a 9-to-5 job working for, I would say, a warehouse company or whatever, and you want to start off, hit the gate running with, you know what I'm saying, getting some money in your pocket, do that. Everybody not designed to go to college. I'm very successful in my own right. I'm just going to give y'all an example. I never even went to college. And I can look myself, you know what I'm saying, look at my resume of what I've done with me graduating in class of 99. Whoa, I'm old. With me graduating in class of 99 and seeing all of my accomplishments and patting myself on the back, I didn't have to go to college, and I ended up being okay. You know what I'm saying? Some people know how to use their talents more than others. But if, like I say, if going to the work field is what you got to do right now, don't be afraid. Don't let your peers or your parents try to stray you away from something that's really ultimately is your decision. The sky's the limit for you, whether you go to college or whether you jump out in the work field. For me, I felt like college couldn't do me nothing. I was already talented. I felt like me going to college would be a waste of time and money. You feel what I'm saying? So I chose the work field as I developed my talents as far as rapping and singing and my business mindset. I chose the work field. I chose the warehouse. Shout out to Walmart 6010. I worked there 8 years. That started me to understand how to pay bills, help my mom out, and a lot of things that jumping head first into the work field, it taught me how to do some things. For real. It taught me how to be responsible. You know, bringing home $1,500 to $1,700 every 2 weeks. I'm like, oh, this is some good money. Me coming fresh out of high school. You know what I'm saying? So that was my journey. And I ended up, after 8 years, quitting the job or giving them a 2 weeks notice and going into the business field, into the entertainment business, because I already built up enough money, enough everything that I need, and I was grown enough in my mind to say, it's time for me to go see what's up in Atlanta and see what these talents can do. And that's what I did. But some people gonna go to college, develop these friendships. One thing about college, young people, you got it. When people go to college definitely to learn, but also to develop friendships and build connections. For me, I was already a social media baby. MySpace. I came up in MySpace. So for me, I was able to adapt and already get connections. The same maybe connections that college would have gave me if I would have went and attended. Social media gave me because I was popping. So all the people that I need to know at that time when I left Walmart distribution as a warehouse worker, I was able to learn and get those connections based off of my talent. So it's a lot of paths that we all can take. One thing about it, don't let nobody, young people, dictate your path. This is your time. Shout out to all the women and men that help guide you in this direction to see you walk across that stage. I know they're proud of you. Shout out to all the people who made money today with shirts and all this kind of stuff. That's great. What's going on, Miss Lisa? This is a beautiful thing. You all, class of 2023, you all are the future. You all are the future, and we depend on you to keep this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying? You are the next NB. You are the next business. You are the next everything. So let's just stay focused and not give nobody room, especially the prison system. Let's not do that. We done came too far. You know what I'm saying? We done came too far. Let's not give the prison systems another space for you. Now this is the time where you got to make grown folks decisions. A lot of you had to make grown folks decisions in high school, which is unfortunate because you're supposed to be a teenager and not even worry about what grown folks really truly have to go through in high school. But some of us, with the decisions we made, we can't choose our parents. Some of the decisions that our parents made forced us to be grown before it was time. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm always going to keep y'all in prayers. But guess what? Y'all got a leg up on the competition. Y'all got a leg up because y'all had to be older and growner and maneuver a little bit differently than what your peers had to do. They was able to be teenagers, but you had to provide food, take care of your kids, probably had a baby in high school, etc., etc. The story goes on. But at the end of the day, these are choices that we make. That don't write your story. You can write your stories. Plenty of stories out here that said that I was high school and had a baby and end up being the most successful people in the world. The story don't stop at that decision. Maybe it be bad, maybe it be good. It's up to whoever, you know what I'm saying, that we're talking about. Every story, every situation is different. But at the end of the day, this is life. Your life has now begun. I wish the best for you all, everybody all across the world. You know what I'm saying? Just to say that, you know what, Mom or Dad, I'm going out tonight. I don't have to go to school tomorrow or ever if I choose to. You know what I'm saying? Decisions. And shout out to your parents now. This is the time where you got to at least, if you had them on a shackle, if you had them in handcuffs, I think right now you got to release those handcuffs because right now you have gave them all the tools to handle life at this point. You get what I'm saying? You gave them all the tools. So now, you don't want your young graduate to start feeling some type of way about you because the simple fact is they did graduate. So you got to release it a little bit and allow them to make their own mistakes. I'm telling you, the reason why I say that because a lot of parents still want to keep their kids on a shackle. And what that's going to do is going to make your children resent you. The older they get, the more resentment they're going to have for you if you don't allow them to be grown and make their own mistakes. I've been there and done it. I've seen it so many times. So now it's time to take the shackles off. It's time to let them go out here and make the same damn mistakes you all made. Grown men and grown women, parents. Y'all made these same mistakes and look at y'all. Some of y'all came out for the better. Some of y'all still making dumbass mistakes to this day. But you got to allow your children to make these mistakes. That's how character gets, created within them. That's how you can sit back and say, I know I raised my daughter right. I know I raised my son right. You can sit back and watch your results. But at the end of the day, when you're trying to butt in on these things that's supposed to happen, you can stunt their growth. And you don't want to do that. They're looking at the world right now as way different. I know when I graduated, I looked at the world like, wow. Now I can see the world. I'm in the work field instead of, being around my, classmates. I'm actually working with grown people. I ain't been around grown people like that besides my family. This just me choosing the work field. So y'all got it, man. I think that the parents today, I seen the love today. I just hope the love continues. You know what I'm saying? But I did see the love today. I did see the excitement today of these parents and these loved ones and these family members loving the fact that they seen their family members, their young people that they see grow up, graduate. Shout out to 2023. I want everybody to keep their hands on these children because they are the future. A lot of us grown folks, our time is done. Some of mine ain't, but a lot of them is. And now we living our lives through these young people. You know what I'm saying? And you get to reflect and understand all the things that you put into these young people. It's their time now. All you can do is sit back and see what all you did to raise them. Now I'm telling you now, the older they get, the more they mouth finna go. So the things that you did that they wasn't liking when they was a little younger, they gonna poke their chest out a little bit now and tell you how they feel. Trust me. So if you've been a bad parent or a bad anything, they feel like now they can step up and say something. And don't be surprised if your feelings get hurt. Because one thing about a child, they gonna remember it. And they gonna put it in their Rolodex. They gonna remember it. When I get old enough to tell her or tell him how I really felt, I'm gonna say it. So parents, loved ones, relatives, be prepared for these class of 2023 babies to say how they feel, because they are way advanced than we was when I graduated. I graduated in '99. They way advanced now. So trust me, when they start smelling themselves, they gonna let you know how they truly feel. And if you did the right thing, you ain't got to worry about nothing. But if you did the wrong thing, they gonna let you know. And you gotta look at yourself and say, well, yeah, you know, a lot of parents have to go back to the drawing board and just tell you the excuses of why they did what they did. And it's up to you to understand that 2023. It's up to you to understand that some of our parents did not have no choices in life to that nature. So they had to do what they had to do to survive. So with that being said, you should be appreciative of their answer. But if they don't give you no valid answer, class of 2023, you have a right to ask questions and be a little disappointed in your parents or in the loved ones who did something dirty to you. And you know you weren't grown enough to say anything. Now you stepped into the next level of being an adult. You got questions? They should have the answers. Shout out to class of 2023, man. I'm proud of y'all, from your boy NB. All across the world, especially my hometown of Coffee County, Douglas, Georgia. I'm out. I love y'all.
You can have a